What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. This video is going to be all about the Galaxy S21 Ultra and what I have on it, like the setup that I'm using, the apps, the folders, the wallpapers, the home screens, everything about it. So let's jump into this. So right off the bat, my home screen. Now, when you go look over to the left to the right, you have the Google feed. I switched it to that. You can keep it at the Samsung free feed, which is a bunch of news. Google feed is very, very similar, but I decided to keep mine with the Google Discovery feed. I like it better. It's just fits my lifestyle better. It knows what I like to read better, and that's why I keep it. So, and it's pretty easy to navigate. It's literally just a feed of news. In terms of the setup that I have for the apps, I have my ExpressVPN, which if you want to sign up, I have a link down below to get you the best price. And that allows me to get around certain things or hide myself online so nobody can see me. So that's why I like using the ExpressVPN. I have my health apps, which is going to be basically just health apps that I have used for like my doctor's office and to track my miles. I use Map My Walk. All the way across the screen, I have the camera app next. I then have my read apps, which is going to be basically all my news apps. And this is a similar look that I had set up before with my other phones. Bleacher Report for my sports, news on Android. I haven't been using that as much lately. Wrestling Link for my wrestling news. Daily Mail for my gossip/world news. TMZ for my definitely gossip news. Reddit, which allows me to see anything that I'm interested in. I love Reddit. I fell in love with Reddit last year or so, maybe more than that, for anything that I'm interested in. If you're not part of Reddit, join it. It's the best website. And then Kindle, if I ever decide to read a book. And when I say ever decide to read a book, I really mean if I ever decide to read a book, ever. I then have my music apps, the ones in here I generally play with are Spotify, my podcast app, Audible occasionally, and then from there it's really just SiriusXM as well. I just signed up for that. I got 4 months for $1 or something like that. Beyond that though, I do come in here when I mess with my headphones that I wear, my Galaxy wearable app, my Pixel Buds app occasionally when I put my Pixel Buds in, and then also my other headphone app as well for Sony and what's the other one called? I'm drawing a blank on it. I just did a review on them. I then have my video apps, which I will admit I don't go in here that much to watch video from. Occasionally I'll watch Netflix, occasionally I'll go into Hulu or YouTube TV or something like that, but generally it's just YouTube video watching for the most part on the phone. I have my banking apps, which is just gonna be, where I do all my banking and stuff like that. I then have my shopping apps. I break my shopping apps into retail, like if I'm gonna buy something at Amazon or something like that, or Target or Walmart or Rakuten, if I'm looking for discounts or something like that. But I also have this one, which is for all my food apps. If I go somewhere food-wise, get a discount, add it to my reward, something like that. I put all my Google apps, but there are mixed ones in there as well, such as like Yahoo Mail and what was the other? Send Anywhere. So that's kind of like a utility folder that I generally use a lot. But in here, it's a lot of YouTube Studio, it's YouTube, apps like that. All my social media apps, which in here, it's generally just Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, and Facebook. The other ones, Facebook Messenger a little bit, Neighborhood app a little bit, Voice app a little bit. If you want to follow me on social media, it's everywhere. It's the same. It's Greggles TV. I have all my smart apps to control my smart home stuff, like my lights and my smart locks and my garage and things like that. So I am in here quite a bit looking at mostly my cameras and things like that. But I am able to do other stuff in my house smart-wise. But generally it's mostly just for my security cameras, sometimes my smart lights. My games folder, barely ever in, to be honest with you. Not that often, occasionally, but these are the games I have installed. Beyond that, I have the Google Duo app for my video chats. I use that a whole hell of a lot. And then at the bottom, I have my phone, my texting, my Google Chrome, my Play Store, and Viber. I use those apps a lot, especially Viber and the phone app and texting. I do have the Samsung widget for the calendar. I like it because it's, transparent, but obviously I'm hiding it a little bit so you don't see my personal information. And then my last page, just like always, is just a barrage of apps that I kind of use, kind of don't. Speed test, some headphone apps, the PlayStation app. I need to move some of these into definitely apps, but I use them occasionally. You might be interested in this wallpaper. Let's go see what it is. It is one of the Samsung ones I got in the store, and it's called Pastel. So those are the ones I use on there. If you just go into the Galaxy theme store, click on wallpapers, search for Pastel, and you should be able to find it. Here's the ringtones and sound effects that I have set up on my phone, in case you want to mimic them. They're nothing great, just basically right off the phone. I don't have it on right now, but I do use the Armadillo Tech case for this phone. I like the kickstand. It gives me a ton of protection. That's kind of what I've been using. My widgets on the screen, on the main screen, I should have mentioned this, are just the Samsung widgets for weather and time. And then I also have the Google search bar. I got the black 256, and that's my setup for my Galaxy S21 Ultra. It's not too customized in terms of like icons or anything like that, or the wallpaper is not that wild. So I kind of just keep it at a basic, easy to use way. I can never say this word. I put everything in alphabetical order. My apps on the app screen, the app launcher. And that's it. That's my whole setup. There you guys go. Let me know how yours differs on your Galaxy S21 versus mine. If just cool apps, share them down below in the comments. We'll see you guys down the road. Peace.